have those
People often.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Preston Indians. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Cam.
One, two, tree. 1, 2, tree. Test. 1, 2. Test. 1, 2, 3. It is a mic check for you, John. One, two, 1, 2. Check, check, check. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. One, two, 3. That's what my mic needs, is more bass. 1, 2.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, as we welcome you here to Preston Gym on this Friday evening, as tonight it is the Indians playing host to the Syracuse Titans. You see the scoreboard there, the JV game in the final couple of minutes of the fourth quarter, Preston leading by 5. For the Indians, however, they come in with a 9-1 record as they return home to face Syracuse tonight in the final game of 5 straight games head-to-head against teams from the state of Utah. The Indians have extended their winning streak to 5 straight overall with their win the other night down in Mountain Crest. Syracuse comes in off to a pretty good run. They are 6-1 so far on the year, although they haven't played in about 10 days, and have also won 3 straight games. For the Indians, coming off that win against Mountain Crest, a very tough game, a game that they held on to win 54-52. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk more about this game coming up in just a few minutes as Lyle Fuller will join me. Going to be time for the North Stars Ultimate Outdoors Scene Set. That's coming up right after this timeout. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong. Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
And welcome back here to Preston Gym. They're in the final 15 seconds of the JV game, and Preston leads by 64-60 margin as Syracuse takes a timeout. So it's time now, as we get ready for the varsity game, it's time for our scene set tonight, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. As Lyle Fuller joins us on the broadcast here this evening. Lyle, welcome back. And before we right off bat, Happy New Year. This is the last time we'll talk to you before 2023.
Thank you. Great to be here with you again. We, of course, had a tightly contested physical fun ball game to watch down at Hiram and Mountain Crest the other night. Now we're right back at it. As you mentioned, we're the fifth team from Utah in a row. And then you turn your attention with the turning to the new year back to Idaho teams. And keep trying to get better and improve your team as you go along.
So Preston comes in with a 9-1 record. They've won 5 straight, and they kind of got away with one off the hair of their chinny chin the other night down at Mountain Crest, winning 54-52. They had a chance. They, being the Mustangs, had a chance to tie the game. Missed a little gimme layup right at the buzzer. Would have tied the game.
Yeah, Preston trailed most of that game and then came back and grabbed that win at the end. And we had talked about on the broadcast, it seemed like Mountain Crest maybe got an unusual amount of just kind of balls bouncing their way kind of plays in that game. But Preston got one in their favor at the end when their kid missed a layup that would have tied it right at the buzzer.
It's funny because part of my game prep was I went back and watched the end of that game. And the young man who missed the shot, unfortunately, he was looking for the ball. The shot went up, and he got 2 hands right in the middle of Drew Jones's back and gave him a big shove to get him out of the way, and then couldn't get his hands back up fast enough to grab the rebound, just tried to deflect it back up toward the basket, and it wouldn't go in.
Yeah, well, and I guess you do anything you can to rebound at that point, but good win. We talked about in that broadcast. Mountain Crest is a program that's improving, and that was a tough team to beat. And I think Syracuse tonight, I think this will be a really good ball game. As you mentioned, they come in at 6-1. They're a 6A program, the highest classification in Utah in terms of student enrollment. And, we played them last year at their place and won by about 10. But that doesn't really mean anything tonight. I mean, it's a whole new ball game.
I look back over the past 4 games, and this, of course, being, as you mentioned, the 5th game in a row against Utah teams. And none of them have been easy at all. Although they get the one game against Grantsville, maybe a little bit one-sided score-wise, but Bear Valley, Logan, Mountain Crest, none of those games have been easy. Just mail-it-in games.
No, and they play a physical style of basketball. I think that's one reason why Coach Jones likes to schedule those Utah teams. Grantsville, Dan, I just happened to look on the internet the other day. Grantsville is 9-1 now and ranked as the #1 team in Utah for their 3A classification, and so their one loss being here to our Preston Indians. So Grantsville was very good. We know Logan's good this year. A lot of good games, and it helps sharpen up the team as they get ready to head into the meat of their season in January and those first 2 weeks of February.
JV game just ends. Preston picks up a 68-60 victory. Earlier this afternoon, the freshman team lost by 20, 57-53. So this Syracuse team tonight, they come in, as we mentioned, they are 6-1 on the year. They opened the season with a 3-game win streak, lost to Woods Cross, and now have won 3 straight.
Yeah, and we don't play Green Canyon this year, but I saw that Syracuse has played Green Canyon here in Cache Valley, and they beat Green Canyon. So some of those opponents we just don't know a lot about. Kearns, for example, Woods Cross, we just don't know a whole lot about them. But I think you have to assume Syracuse is going to be a good team at 6-1. That's certainly an impressive record.
We talked a little bit about how Preston needed a game to kind of knock the rust off the other night at Logan. It kind of showed in some of the things that they were doing. Didn't have a good game offensively, missed some shots, especially missed free throws. But for Syracuse, they're the one that comes in needing to knock the rust off tonight. They haven't played in 10 days.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. As we talked about, in the last broadcast, against Mountain Crest, we had some just kind of those rust issues, missed free throws, kind of maybe legs not quite being where you'd want them to be. And maybe we'll see that out of Syracuse tonight. Or maybe they'll come out just so well-rested that they'll be just firing on all cylinders. Hard to tell.
New latest addition to the coaches poll came out yesterday afternoon, and for the third week in a row, Preston's going to be ranked number 3.
Yeah, Hillcrest and Pocatello, 1 and 2 on that poll. No surprise there. Both of those teams undefeated. Those two teams played for the state championship last year, and so I'm not at all surprised by that poll, but good to see Preston just holding in steady there.
Minico is 4, and Blackfoot, who we will see next weekend here at Preston Gym, is ranked 5th.
Yeah, nobody from the Boise area or the Panhandle in that top 5, and that's unusual to not have anyone from that big Boise district.
Yeah, in fact, you start talking about teams that way. Let's see, other teams who received votes were Jerome, Moscow. There's your team from the Panhandle. Yep. Twin Falls, who we will see next Tuesday, received first place votes, as did Wood River and Skyview in there as well.
Yeah, and we of course we saw Jerome here at our tournament. We played Bishop Kelly in Valley View, but Bishop Kelly got hammered the other day by Lake City. Of course, Lake City's a 5A ranked number 1, but yeah, interesting to see how it all shakes out right now. The East Idaho side seems to be a little stronger than anywhere else in the 4A ranks anyways.
Time to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Jones. It's as we step into the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen in Preston. Set your appointment today at evergreenfinancialpartners.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com. Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Time to step into the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financials. We'll chat with Tyler Jones before we face Syracuse. This is another one of those games against a very tough Utah team, but one that really helps your team grow.
Yeah, this schedule's been great this year. I feel like, the last 4 games we've played Utah schools, and it's made us better. The game's been physical. Down at Mountain Crest the other night, we had to really work, in a tough environment, and the kids, it wasn't our best game of the year, but they found a way, on a night where we couldn't make a free throw, where we couldn't get going, but they kept fighting, and I love that they found a way in a tough environment to get the job done.
When you schedule these games like 2 or 3 years in advance, you never know what the opponent is going to be like. But this year especially, the games have been tough. They've made your guys work.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you want in the non-conference schedule and the preseason, to challenge yourself and prepare you for the games that matter down the stretch.
I guess the big point is your guys really had to reach down deep and find a way to beat Mountain Crest the other night, because it was not going to be a game they're going to walk away with. Yeah, and we defensively, I thought our defense second half especially really was the difference. We got down, we trailed pretty much the entire game, but we got stops when we needed to that kept us in it, and then even though we weren't hitting our free throws, the defense still kept us in it, and then we made enough plays and got some big stops down the stretch, and we're able to survive. Talking about big stops, you also got some big threes. That one that Will Hamlin made halfway through the fourth quarter really picked you up. Yeah, and that's what's nice. Everybody again contributed. Will, huge shot, gave us the lead, kind of put us over the hump, and then Caden came in, made a great stop on that last play defensively, and we get a little bit from everybody, and everybody figure out what they can help the team with, and it goes a long way. All right, let's talk a little bit more specifically about Syracuse here tonight. You beat them last year down to their place. They come in 6-1 so far on the year, and the game they lost was to a good Woodcross team. Yes, they're an excellent team, well coached. Their coach was the girls' snow coach for years. Does a great job. They're 6-1. They're a 6A, huge school. They got some studs too. We've watched them on film, and they're going to be a handful. They got the big kid inside. Looks like he's a grown man. The Russell kid or number 2, Erickson. Sorry, one of the best players that you're going to see. He's just smooth, can score it, does a little bit of everything, and then they're fast. You saw their younger teams. They're a 6A school in Utah. They got some athletes, so going to be a challenge for us. But I do think if we can play our game and get the ball inside to Tate and our guards hit some shots, and if our defense can keep us in it, then we're going to have a chance tonight. I was just going to ask you. It looks like on paper, and for what you tell us, it's another tough matchup for the Indians, but you certainly have to feel good going in. Yeah, and we're at home. We play well at home, and that's always a big lift here. So going to be a great game. Holiday basketball against a huge school in our gym. We're going to learn a lot about ourselves tonight, and hopefully can keep that momentum going. Best of luck. All right, thank you. Tyler Jones with us here on the pregame show. Take a time out. Back with more right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide.
People oftentimes
And welcome back here to the Preston Gym here tonight as we get ready for this evening's game. Sorry, little technical problems. Had a spot started that I didn't want to. It always happens. No real other games to talk about around the state today as the Eastern Idaho tournament is getting started today. Had a whole bunch of teams listed with no opponents, so not really anything we can talk about there.
They're all playing TBA, every last one of them?
Pretty much. So we'll talk about what's coming up for the Indians. Of course, New Year's coming up on Sunday, and the next 4 games next week for the Indians as they kick off the 2023 portion of the season, Lyle. On Tuesday, on January 3rd, they get back on the road, and they go all the way over to take on what is a good Twin Falls team.
Yeah, back to the Magic Valley. Started there against Burley, the first game of the year. As you say, Dan, Twin Falls, year in and year out, is just a good program. It seems like they're always good in basketball. And, that is a tough place to play, tough place to go get a win. And the kids won't be in school yet on that game, so maybe that plays to the Indians' advantage. Say, hey, all we have to worry about is basketball. Don't worry about homework and all that other stuff, and see what you can do over at Twin Falls.
And they have 2 home games next week against Burley and against Blackfoot on Thursday and Saturday.
Yeah, Burley, of course, we saw on the road, pulled out a win there, and we seem to play them almost every year, even though they're out of district now, and that works out well for both programs. Blackfoot, they're a team that's probably going to make some noise. Maybe the second best team in their district after Hillcrest. They have, of course, Javante King, very fine player, about 6'4", 6'5". Probably going to get a college football scholarship, maybe rather than basketball, but he could probably do both. He's a very good player. So Blackfoot definitely has some talent. And that'll be an interesting game as well.
Then finally, the last of their 4 next upcoming games, they kick off district play when they go to the pit in Pocatello to take on the Thunder.
What a way to start district play, right? Taking on the last year's district champs at their place. Team that right now is unbeaten and ranked number 2 in the state. But you know what? That's just great, though. That's what's fun. The big games, playing against hostile crowds, that's just a lot of fun. I think Preston has a good chance to maybe steal one on the road there.
I think so, too, and I'm looking forward to that. Still about 5 minutes away from the opening tap. We'll take our last time out in the pregame show and come back and have more right after this.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Level 10 Life.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston Indian Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. And welcome to Preston Gym as tonight the Preston Indians take on the Syracuse Titans. As we work our way down toward the national anthem, the starting lineups, Lyle, it's time for our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Naylor Insurance.
My first key tonight, Dan, you might say clean up in aisle 4. We need to clean up those miscues, clean up the little things, not necessarily little thing, but missing the free throws, just kind of some ball handling stuff. So clean up just some of those things got a little sloppy over the layup. Number 2, keep the defensive pressure on the perimeter. Just from the game last time down at Syracuse, I think this team's going to shoot a lot of threes. We got to track those guys. We got to close out effectively and make them miss, grab that rebound.
Take a timeout. We'll come back to starting lineups and the opening tapper next.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here, and a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here, I like the low pressure, they don't play games, you guys are straightforward with me, you don't trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, we have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Preston Indians. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Cam Hobbs, Senior, Franklin, Idaho.
Cade Lords, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Will Hamblin, Senior, Riverdale, Idaho.
Drew Jones, Junior, Preston, Idaho.
Tate Hess, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com. Drew holds it there, gives it back to Lords. Lords holds. Goes back outside as it's Hobbs again. Almost little baby hook shot goes in. Cam's got 4, and it's 6-4 Indians.
Yeah, good start for Cam. Good to see him get 4 points on the board early.
As they'll back it back out again. They being the Titans. Hamlin comes way out. Free throw line extended left. They'll send it back around, back to Simro. Simro driving all the way. Nice move to get the layup. Carter Simro, the 6'1 senior, gets a layup, and we're tied at 6. Hobbs kind of puts a shoulder into his man King. Then they'll send it back around to our own Hamlin. Back to Jones. Nice move by Drew. Brings it back to the elbow. Now it goes all the way, splits the gap, and lays it in.
Yeah, once he split those defenders, nothing but daylight between him and the rim.
Back to Simro. Bring it back out. Erickson has it again. He'll pull it back into three-point country and give it back to King. King waits for the offense to set up. Hamlin pops out to receive the ball. Free throw line extended left. It comes back to King. Look out. Erickson goes flying out of there. Almost went down. It comes back to King, and King and an offensive foul.
Yeah, on the screen, Syracuse has been setting some real bone-rattling picks, and they get called for a foul on that one.
They're going to call it on King. The referee said he kind of gave him that forearm shiver to clear the way.
Yeah, well, even the last 2 or 3 times down the court, Syracuse running that motion offense has been setting some really hard screens.
8-6 Preston on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 4:19 to play here, almost halfway through quarter number 1. Comes to Hamlin on the left side, and that's a kick ball on King. That'll give Preston the ball back. And keep 21 seconds on the shot clock. Excuse me.
Yeah, Hess stays on the bench. Just one foul, but Coach Jones didn't want him to pick up a second quick one, obviously.
Lords in the left corner gets it back out to Hamlin. Back to Lords again. Wants to drive the baseline. Bounce it inside. It goes right through Harris's hands. Picked up by King. Ahead of the pack all the way. And he hesitated just enough to where Harris would fly by and got the layup. Jones up into the front court. Looks to penetrate. Now he'll pull it back out to Hobbs. Looks at a 3. Needs a bounce. Won't get it. Up high. It's Freitas up high to get the rebound. Back to King. We're tied at 8. Here in the first, Dan Hubbard along with Lyle Fuller. Stage manager tonight, John Slaughter, and John Beverly back in the studio. Glad to have you with us. As inside, Erickson turns around, shot is short, and it's pulled down by Lords. He'll hand it to Hobbs, who races it back up into the front court. Hobbs hands it to Hamlin. Now give it back to Hobbs. Back out top as it comes to Harris. Harris will wait for Hobbs to come and receive the ball again as Coach Jones yells out the instructions. 3 minutes left to play here in the first. It's Hamlin for 3. Harris tried to tap it back onto the floor, but in doing so, he gives the ball back to the Titans.
Yeah, good look for Will. Just didn't fall.
Tied at 8 as King lets the Titans offense set up as Hamlin pops out to get it top of the key. He'll hold it there. Gives it back to Erickson. Wants to drive. And he has it taken away. Nice hands by Lords. And then he's knocked down from behind. That should go against number 1. It is Daxton Freitas who calls for the foul.
Yeah, let's see Hess back in. Yeah, Cade Lord's working really hard on defense. Comes up with the steal there.
5.5 minutes into the first quarter, and Syracuse has 14 fouls already. So keep an eye on that. That'll give Preston some one-on-ones coming up in the second quarter, you would think.
Yeah.
Hamlin back to Lords. 10-footer in the paint is good. Cade Lords gives the Indians a lead again at 10-8. There's Erickson back up into the front court. Caden Larson will be in for the Indians at the next dead ball. Here is Goddard into the game here for the first time for the Titans. Gives it back outside as it's King. Back to Goddard. Swings across the top of the key. Can't get a shot. Comes back to King. Free throw line extended right. Crossover. Drives on Jones. And had it knocked away. And finally it rolled loose. And Hamlin there to pick up the garbage and lay it in.
Yeah, too bad. Looked like Preston had a steal. Just couldn't come up with it.
Yeah. Hobbs and Jones both on the floor trying to battle for the ball and just rolled loose. So we're tied at 10 with a minute and a half to play here in the first. Hobbs gives it back to Jones. Drew lines up a three. Good. Drew has 7 here in the first quarter, and Preston leads 13-11. Check that, 13-10. Once again, here's Coach Russell yelling out instructions from the bench. You might hear him in the background as it comes to Erickson. Swing it back over to Fetus. Back down low. A little reverse layup by Hamlin is no good as he couldn't get that to go down. Again, it's Hobbs. Kick it back in the corner to Lords. Drives it out of the corner. Drives into a crowd. Ends up on the floor, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Titans.
Didn't have anywhere to go with it. He was just trying not to travel as he was on the floor.
So Larson comes in. Hamlin goes out. And Dax Brady will come in. And Brevin Hamlin will go out. And Carter Simrow, number 25 in black, will come back in as well. 39 seconds to play here in the first half. Nice entry pass down low, was fumbled, so they can't get the shot. Swing it all the way back around. It's Freitas for the three. That's no good. Rebound comes off to Larson. Here come the Indians back up the floor with 25 seconds left. Shot clock is off, so they can hold it till the end of the quarter. Wow. Entry pass is over the head of Hess and taken away.
Too bad. Hess 5 inches taller than anybody for Syracuse out there right now.
And then a bad pass as King tried to throw a one-handed pass and it just rolled right out of his hands and he threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, so 10.8. Preston should be able to get a decent shot here. Got to hurry, though.
Here comes Hobbs up into the front court. Top of the key. Clock down to 5, to 4. Gives it to Larson. Larson, turnaround jumper from the top of the key is no good. But Preston will lead by 3 as we go to the break. 13-10, Preston leads on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. As a very quickly played first quarter, we'll go to the second coming up right after this.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
There you can look at the scoreboard as we go to the second quarter. Preston leading 13-10 and going on at the Worm Creek this weekend for the New Year's. It is Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, playing all weekend and, of course, on Monday as well, January 2nd. So if you want more information, buy tickets for the Worm Creek, look at their website, wormcreek.org.
So Dan Tate Hess in that first quarter sat with some foul trouble, just one, but he sat. No points yet for Hess, the leading scorer for Preston, I think, on the year on average-wise.
Brady starts the quarter, gives it back outside to King. King hands it to Erickson, gives it back to Brady, top of the key. Simrow lines up a 3 of his own. That's no good. Long bounce comes off as Harris able to chase it down in the corner. He'll give it up in the front court as it comes there to Jones. He'll line up another 3. That's no good. Erickson out jumps everybody for the rebound. Now he'll push it back up into the front court. Stumbles a little bit. Gives it back to Brady, who tries to go baseline, and he's held. Cam Hobbs called for the foul. That's his first. That's 3 on the Indians. And it belongs to the Titans. Baseline front court. It comes back to Brady. Back outside, Simrow will hold it there in the three-point range. Bounce it back in the corner, back to Erickson. Looks there. He'll give it back outside to Simrow. Now back on top to King, who says we'll run play number 5. as he holds up 5 fingers. As he'll kick it back out, throw it to Simro. He stepped on the line, son. That's a backcourt. And they'll turn it over to the Indians.
Yeah, good defensive pressure by the Indians. Caden Larson's now drawn the assignment of guarding Erickson and doing a good job there on that possession.
So the Indians get it back in. 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Back down low, punched away from Hess. Good hands there by Hamlin. Goes out of bounds. Tonight's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. Get it in. Harris on the block. Oh, good move. Spins it up, but it won't go, but a foul.
Yeah, he did a good job of being aggressive. Had a smaller guy on him. Just go right up with a power move.
Foul goes on Dax Brady, his first. That's the 5th on the Syracuse. So now here is Cruz Harris at the foul line. First one by Cruz needs a bounce a couple of different times and will not go. Harris, a 53% free throw shooter. And the Indians are 62% on the year, including that deplorable display of free throw shooting the other night. As they try to save it on the floor, and they do, as Harris misses them both. Here come the Titans back 2 on 3, so they'll slow it down and wait to set it up as they hand it to Erickson out by the timeline. 13-10, Preston leads on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Try to throw it over on the opposite side. There's another one of those bad bounce passes we talked about. Yep. They threw it right at Erickson's shoe tops.
Yeah, that was just an unforced error, just a sloppy bad pass. Preston the beneficiary.
Well, Preston's ball after the turnover, and Hobbs will bring it back up into the front court. Harris, now back over on the right side to Hobbs, now back to Larson again. Larson tries to bounce it inside. They collapse, double team on Hess, but he goes around it and gets his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, Hamlin fighting hard to keep Hess out of the post. Good move by Tate.
15-10, Preston leads.
Oh, he traveled.
Fetus. He slipped, but like you said, he traveled, and the referees caught it. It's another turnover. So Preston gets the ball in the backcourt. Procon Homes helps bring us tonight's game as well, building quality multifamily homes across the West. Here's Hobbs, free throw line extended right, takes it down into the corner. Now bring it back out to Jones. Drew, who has 1 3 so far tonight. Back over to Hobbs. He skips it to Larson. Larson lines up a 3. Looks good, is good. Caden Larson with the triple gives Preston an 8-point lead. It's 18-10. And again, they come back out with a full court pressure. However, King gets it back up into the front court, into the corner. Simro lines up a 3, no good. They fight for the rebound. Hobbs has it as he wrestles it away from Hamlin. Here comes Cam up into the front court. Nobody turns around to stop the ball for the layup.
Yep. Right down Main Street.
Syracuse wants a timeout after seeing nobody turned around to play defense. This timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies looking for a new top, bottom, shoes, or boots, or mini accessory items, try Magnolia Road. You'll find them at 27 South State Street in Preston.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And we also want to welcome a couple of new sponsors who will join us in the new year. Of course, we're talking about Bailey Beckstead Real Estate. And we want to thank the folks at Crumble Cookie who will sign on to join us, become the pregame show sponsor for the rest of the basketball season as well.
Oh, very nice.
So 5:18 to play. Preston up 10, 20-10 here in the first half. As snapped down low to Simro, tried to throw it across to Hamlin, and they're going to say that Jones got a hand on it and went out of bounds.
Yeah, Hamlin was coming hard to meet the pass, just couldn't corral it. Good idea, though. He would have scored a layup if he would have been able to catch it.
Erickson to bring it in. Holding. Yeah, he finally gets it in as he throws it inside.
Caden Larson all over him again.
As they'll hold it there. Now it comes back outside. As it comes back to Erickson. Wants to drive. Gets around his man. Nice shot. Voids the contact and gets the layup.
Yeah, that time Caden turned his head for just a second, and Erickson slipped by him.
Here's Hobbs. Lines up a three, doesn't take it, gives it back to Harris. Harris now in the paint, back outside to Larson. He'll give it up and give it back to Hobbs. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 4.5 to play here in the second quarter. Hobbs driving, finds himself in a crowd and then has it ripped away. And it should stay with the Indians. Nope, they're going to give it to the Titans.
Yeah, Cam had it, but then he got stripped away, as you say. So it seems like that would stay with the Indians, but
it didn't.
So.
As Daxton Fetus brings it back up, gives it to Erickson. Now back to Fetus again. Up into the front court. Oh, nice move, little give and go. Then they laid it off as it goes back to Tarek Hamlin. And then Hamlin is fouled trying to go up as Larson's going to be charged with a foul. So there's two different Hamlins on this Syracuse team. There's number 4, Brevin Hamlin, the 6'5 senior. And then Tarek is a 6'2 junior wearing number 24, and he's at the free throw line and misses the first.
Yeah, Tarek, the younger Hamlin, played a lot of minutes in the JV game. And we're seeing him here in the varsity contest now.
Larson and Harris go out. Will Hamlin back onto the floor. Cade Lords comes back on as well. As the second free throw missed them both, and it's poked loose, and Jones rips it out of midair. So it stays a Preston 8-point lead, 20-12, with 4:05 to play in the half. Jones has Simroach follow him all the way out by the timeline. Preston looks for cutters. Hobbs has it. Free throw line extended right. Back out top to Jones again. Drew peeks back to take a look, and then it forces a pass inside, and Brevin Hamlin takes it away and then travels as he took, half dozen steps or so.
Yeah, he started about the three-point line and didn't dribble up to the basket.
He tried to force his way through a double team and stumbled, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, he made a great steal on the other end, but just couldn't come up with the layup there.
So another turnover against the Titans. Preston's not playing all that clean here as well, as it comes to Jones. Drives and slips and travels.
Yep. Took a little extra step there. He was trying to feed the ball off to Hess for a little shovel pass inside, but shuffled his feet.
3.5 to play here in the first half. 20-12, Preston on top on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Erickson lost it, caught it in midair, and throws it back out to Freitas. Back out at the timeline. Waits for Erickson to get loose, which he finally does, as Preston settles into that tight man-to-man defense. As it comes there to Tarek Hamlin. Gives it back to Erickson. Swinging in the corner to Freitas. As down low. Oh, nice shot. Gets a soft bounce, does Tarek Hamlin, for his first 2 points of the game. And Preston's lead is trimmed to 6.
Yeah, Preston hasn't scored in a few trips down. Let's see what they can get going here.
As Hobbs pulls it back out. Hess way outside. Now gives it to Jones. Free throw line extended right. Drew holding it there. Swing it back over to Hamlin. Nice move to find himself inside, then lost it. And it's going to stay with Preston this time.
Yeah, high pick and roll with Jones and Hess out there. And I think if Hess would have maybe charged fast and quick to the basket, maybe could have got a layup off that pick and roll.
Inside, Lords fumbled it, gets it back, tries to go up, has it partially blocked, and is pulled out of the air there by Brevin Hamlin, and a foul in the backcourt.
Yeah, I think that's going to go on Hess, probably his second.
And it will, as they post it up on the board. Hess comes back out, Harris comes back in. Preston has actually outscored the Titans, 7-4 so far here in the second quarter.
Yeah, low scoring second quarter here.
As Hamlin comes out to receive the ball, give it back to Freitas. Bounce it down low. Not a good pass to Simro, but he's able to corral it and get the reverse layup. Makes it 20-16. Hobbs back in the front court here for the Indians.
Yeah, feels like Preston's been stuck on 20 for about the whole quarter, but
back outside it comes there to Hamlin. Try to throw it to Harris. It's off his hands. Picked up again. Here comes Hamlin. Can't get gets cut off, so he'll swing it back outside. Freitas for three. No good. Up high. Had it poked away. Comes back out to Simro for three. That's no good. As he doesn't establish himself back on the floor.
Yeah, it came in from out of bounds. And I think the ref just missed that one.
He sure did. Jones is going to give him an earful because he just took one step and corralled the rebound. He wasn't back on the floor yet. And then he, being Brevin Hamlin, was fouled trying to go back up. Wow, they missed that one. So Hamlin will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Hamlin, first one is no good. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. And by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Hamlin's second is good. So Brevin has three in the game and makes it a 3-point game at 20-17.
Well, let's see here. After several empty trips, see if Preston can get something going. Hess out of the game. It won't be going to him.
Jones has it, pulls up from the right elbow. That's no good. As the shot comes off to Hamlin, give it to Erickson back up in the front court. They can tie it with a three. Simro, however, pulls it back inside, goes to Godfrey just into the game. Back to Simro. Doesn't take the three. He'll drive instead off the glass and in. Simro's got 6, and it's a 1-point game. Preston up 20-19 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 1:05 to play in the half. Goes to Will Hamlin. Holds it there, back out top as it comes to Lords. He'll give it back to Hobbs. Wants to drive, finds himself in a crowd. Turnaround jumper is short. Lords grabs the rebound inside, goes back up off the glass and in. Preston finally dents the basket again and makes it 22-19. 43 seconds to play in the half. Freitas up into the front court. Gives it to Erickson. Turns, faces up on Hobbs. Lost it, overran it. And a good job by Hamlin to jump on the ball. Gets it to Lords up in the front court. Hobbs lines up a three. No good. As inside, it's Lords to get the ball again. He's a ball magnet.
Great hustle. Cade Lords, boy, what do they call him? Foul or jump ball? Jump ball. Wow.
Going to call it a held ball, but Preston will get that anyway. Larson will come back onto the floor. Jones is going to leave with 20 seconds left here in the quarter. Preston's ball. They've called it a held ball, and the possession arrow is pointing Preston's way.
Yeah, 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Hobbs. Larson in the corner. Tip brings it back out across the top of the key. Hamlin from straight away for three, and he hit it. Will's first points of the half. 10 seconds to play. Preston's lead is 6 again. Here comes Erickson driving all the way. Put it up, missed it. Hamlin had the rebound. Hobbs gets it with 3. Ahead to Lords, lets it fly. Oh, almost went in. Hit the glass off the lip and out. As a big effort by Preston right at the end of the half. And they'll go off with a 6-point lead into the halftime break. 25-19 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Halftime is brought to you by sorry, I've gone brain dead here for a second. Halftime is brought to you by Level 10 Life. We'll go there right after this timeout.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We we take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, you know. We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, you see the score there as we go to halftime. Preston leading 25-19. The halftime break brought to you by Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Find out more at level10lifecoach.com. Well, Lyle, as you mentioned, it was a low-scoring second quarter, but Preston ends up outscoring them in the quarter, 12-9, and opens up the 25-19 lead.
Yeah, Preston got up 20-12 or 20-10, I believe it was, so they had a little bit of a cushion there. Then they just kind of went cold. They had several turnovers, just several empty trips, and Syracuse just kept chipping away. And then right at the end, Lords came up with a big basket and a rebound and a shot to give Preston a little bit of cushion going into halftime. So, 25.5 is not where the Indians would like to be. They only got Tate Hess the ball a few different times, and he only got one shot up, which he made.
Right.
So just 2 points out of their big guy inside, and they'll look to remedy that in the second half.
Is it me, or does it look like maybe just a little bit of a hangover from the other night at Mountain Crest, where they're still not shooting the ball real crisply?
Yeah, that's definitely part of it, and Syracuse again playing very physical and well coached in the sense of really collapsing on Hess and trying to contest the entry pass and get out on our guards for good 3-point shooters. So they're making it difficult on Preston, but I think Preston can be a little crisper with their passing and shooting and just a little more confident as well, which will help them out in that second half.
Syracuse come in as good as you expected?
Yeah, about what I expect. A lot of athletes, and the Erickson kid has been very impressive in the first half. About 6'3" and long arm and can jump really well. He's a handful. Lords and Caden Larson have taken turns guarding him and really done a pretty good job. But he's the type of kid that he'll get his as the game goes along.
Take a timeout. We'll come back, look at the stats. Brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance coming up next.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, time to look at the scoring in the first half, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. In the first half, it was Caden Erickson, their leading scorer, finished with 6. Brevin Hamlin had 3. Kane King had 2. 2 points for Tarek Hamlin, and 6 as well for Carter Simrow.
The Preston Indians, Dan, individual scoring first. Cam Hobbs had 6 points in that first half. He goes 3 for 5 on 2s, 0 for 2 on 3s. Drew Jones had 7. He goes 2 for 3 on 2s and hits the only three-pointer he attempted. Tate Hess, as we mentioned, just 1 basket for 2 points. Cade Lords has 4 points. He goes 2 for 4 and 1 for 3 on 3s. Will Hamlin came in and he hit a three-pointer there in the second quarter. He goes 1 for 3 on 3s. And Cruz Harris played and did not score in that first half. Caden Larson played and he hit a three-pointer. He went 1 for 2 from the three-point line for 3 points. Team-wise, the Indians go 8 for 12 on 2-point field goals. Excellent 66% there. 3 for 8 on 3s and 0 for 2 from the line. So against Mountain Crest, they attempted 27 free throws when it was all said and done, only hit 10. Tonight, just 2 attempts in that first half, neither of which went in. So they need to get to the line more often, and they need to make them, of course, when they get there.
Absolutely. Second half coming up right after this.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Sorry about that. Ready to go here. The third quarter gets underway. Preston leading by 6, 25-19. Titans have the ball to start the third quarter. Up top, Brevin Hamlin holds a great little backdoor pass to Erickson for the layup.
Yeah, I think Lords got caught up in a screen there, and Erickson got away from him.
So Hess with his 2 fouls does indeed start the second half. As it comes to Hobbs, top of the key. He'll give it to Will Hamlin. Bounce it to Hess at the left elbow. Turns, faces up, now turns back. Looking for somebody to give it to. He'll give it to Hobbs. Hobbs wants to drive. Stop. He'll swing it back outside. Bad pass is intercepted by Simro. Here he comes all the way. Fights his way through a crowd. Gets the layup and the foul.
Yeah, Simro, good strength and athletic ability to muscle that layup in over some contact.
So the first trip down the floor, the Titans, who are already playing a very aggressive defense, look like they turned the intensity up just a little bit more.
Yeah, Preston's got to figure out how to make them pay. If they're going to overplay and take those chances, make them pay.
Simro's free throw is no good. It stays 25-23. Preston with a 2-point lead on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Hobbs, Hamlin, free throw line extended left. Bounce it down low to Hess. They come over, they double team him quickly. Throws it cross court to Jones. Drew drives, bounces off of Simro, then has it blocked out of bounds. Tonight's game brought to you by Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. Les Schwab is your one-stop for tires, brakes, alignments, and more. Stop in and see it. 1986 North Main in North Logan. Preston gets it in, bad pass. Lords goes down to get it, and Simro jumps on top of Lords and gets called for a holding foul.
Yeah, loose ball on the floor there.
That's his second. That's one foul apiece on each team here to start the third quarter. Hobbs gets it into Hess. Again, they immediately come to double team the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds off of King.
Yeah, Hess drawing all kinds of defensive attention from the Titans as soon as he touches it.
Yeah, they realize that they need to control him, and as soon as he gets the ball, they just collapse on him. As it comes outside to Jones. Just over a minute gone here in the third quarter. 25-23. Lords gives it to Hamlin on the angle left. Looks down inside, nothing there. Goes to Hobbs, free throw line extended left. Now Cam driving in the paint. Left-handed, goes in, and the foul. Yes, indeed. Count the foul. And Simro draws the foul. That's going to be his third.
Yeah, two quick ones, two fouls on that same trip down the floor there from Simro.
So Simro's going to come out. Daxton Freitas will come back in. And Cam Hobbs at the line and makes the shot. That's a good turnaround for him after struggling at the line so bad the other night. Picks up the three-point play. 28-25 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. As they get it back outside, King swings it to Freitas. Back out top, get it inside in the paint. Erickson spin move goes up and gets the layup. Tried to draw the contact from Tate Hess, but there was no call. Preston's lead back to 3. 2 minutes gone here in the third. Hobbs driving, stops on a dime, tries to spin, loses the ball, picked up as it's Freitas to get the ball back up in the front court, and he's held right as he gets to the mid-court line, as there'll be a holding call on Cade Lords.
So that'll be 3 on Lords, so it's like Cruz Harris will come in and spell him off there.
So Cade leaves, Cruz Harris back into the game.
Cade's been guarding Erickson. Let's see who they switch on to him now.
Freitas for 3, air ball, tapped by Jones, directed it in the direction of Hess as it goes to Hobbs back up in the front court. Cam all the way, fouled, and this one will not go down. But he will go back to the line. As foul's going to go on Erickson. So Cam will go to the line. That's 3 quickly on the Titans as well, as Cam's first free throw is no good. Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market, True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston and in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market on State Street in downtown Preston. Second one by Hobbs. Rattles in and out. He missed them both. The struggles from the line for Cam continue. Stays a 3-point game. 5.5 to play here in the third. Hamlin comes up to meet the pass. In the corner, he goes there to Freitas. Back outside, Erickson. Pulls up, doesn't take the 3. Swing it all the way in the corner. Dax Brady doesn't want the shot either. Gives it back to Freitas. Wants to drive. Give it back to Brady. Shot clock down to 6, down to 5. Erickson's not going to shoot. Back outside again. Brady has to shoot to beat the clock, and it's an air ball. Nope. That's an air ball, so that becomes a shot clock violation. Good call.
So good defensive stand by the Indians. Let's see if they can build some momentum here by putting the ball in the basket.
Full court pressure this time put on by the Titans as they get it to Harris up into the front court. Slipping and falling down as the three-pointer from the corner by Hamlin is no good. Back down low to Hobbs, and he's fouled from behind. Who was it? It was King who came up, tried to intercept the pass, and ended up sliding about 15 feet on his wallet.
Right. Now Hobbs will get another trip to the line here.
So Cam back to the free throw line again. First one, this time rolls in. That's 10 in the game now for Will, or I should say for Cam Hobbs, which is just about high point man for the Indians. The second one is way short. In fact, it was an air ball, went out of bounds. 29-25, Preston on top by 4.
Yeah. Cam a little smile on his little sheepish grin on that one. But he'll get another trip to the line here.
I'll be sure. You're sure he will. Hamlin has it at the left elbow. He'll hand it to King, top of the key. King swings it all the way back around to Brady for a 3. Air ball again. Erickson with the rebound inside, and Hobbs kind of hooked him by the arm and will draw the foul. And for Cam, that is his second. Check that. They got 3. Okay. So 3 on Hobbs. He'll come out. As they'll get it back in as Hamlin pops way out to receive the pass. Erickson for 3 from the corner. That's an air ball. As it's rebounded there by Hamlin, he'll give it to Jones back up into the front court. Larson back into the game here for the Indians. As Hamlin and Hess wrestling inside. Harris at the elbow, wants to drive, turn around. Oh, nice move, gets Hamlin in the air and lays it in. With his first 2 points and puts Preston back up by 6 halfway through the quarter.
Yeah, Cruz has that really effective up fake. Gets the guy in the air, then spins the other way, right up off the glass.
Back outside, Brady. Back over on the right side now as it goes back to King. Hamlin driving, runs over a man, charging.
Yeah, just lowered his shoulder.
That's 4 on, or check that, 2 on Hamlin. And team foul number 5. So once again, halfway through the opening quarter of a half, and they're almost out of fouls.
Yeah, that could really help the Indians here coming down the stretch.
Jones gives it to Hamlin, free throw line extended right. Down low, they drop it to Hess. He's double teamed at the block. Nice move, swiggles away from Hamlin and lays it in. Hess with 4. Remember, this is the guy who has 17 or more 5 different times this year.
Yeah, it'd be great to get him going here.
Freitas down low as Hamlin just kind of deflected it and flipped it up toward the basket. No good, but then a foul, and this is going to go against Hess.
Yep.
Nope, it's going to go against Larson. That's a break.
Yeah, it looked like, I thought it was on Hess as well. So
Caden Larson is called for the foul. That's his second, Preston's 4th. And Brevin Hamlin back to the free throw line. It's long. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Carter Simro comes back with his 3 fouls. Tarek Hamlin will be back in the next time the ball's dead as well. And he makes the second. And now Tarek Hamlin will come back in as he's going to replace Brevin Hamlin, who will go back to the bench. That point for Hamlin, his first point of the second half and only his 4th of the game. 33-26, Preston on top. Dump it down low to Hess, and Hess with the easy layup. Without Brevin Hamlin in the game, they can exploit that.
Yeah, they don't have anyone close to his size.
Erickson driving, blocked by Hess, foul on Hess. And immediately, Trayton Knapp up off the bench, and he's going to come in.
Yeah, Hess, trying to get a block there. Probably should have just gone straight up or let the guy score.
So here's Erickson at the line. And he makes the first. Erickson, of course, as a jump shooter, doesn't go to the line a whole lot. That's only his 19th free throw shot of the year. But he's now 12 of 19 overall on the season. Erickson's second. It's short, and he knew it because he started in running immediately, and he puts it back up, and it's no good, and Harris able to corral it. So it's 35-27, Preston up, and then the ball knocked away as it'll stay with the Indians on the sideline far side.
Yeah, so, we talked about Hess having an advantage. Titan Knapp is also bigger than any of the Titans out there right now, if they can find him maybe.
Larson, jump stop. Oh, nice move. Oh. Too strong, though. Tips it back up, and it still won't go down. Here comes Brady in a hurry, back the other way. Driving, flips it up at the basket, no good. And Simro was simply out of control, and they're going to charge a foul against Will Hamlin.
Yeah, too bad. It looked like the Indians could have grabbed a rebound there and gone the other way.
So the foul against Hamlin stays an 8-point lead for the Indians, 35-27, as it comes in to Tarek Hamlin. His shot rims in, out, and Knapp has the rebound. Gives it to Jones. 2:18 to play in the quarter. Jones into the paint, and a reach-around foul by King. That's a holding foul.
Yeah, King says, well, he hit me with the off arm, but he really wrapped his arm around Drew's waist.
So 2:13 left in the third. Both teams are out of fouls with 6 apiece for the remaining 10 minutes plus of regulation. Comes into Harris. Back out top on the angle right to Hamlin, to Jones in the right corner. Drew backs it back out, gives it back to Hamlin, who lines up a three. Looks good, is good. Wow. That was pure.
We had a great view of it from our angle. That was in all the way.
Lead up to 9 now, 38-27 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. As we go under 2 minutes here in the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Driving. Up off the glass is Simro. Can't get it to go down. It's Brevin Hamlin back into the game as he gets the 2 points as Hamlin comes back in with Hess back on the bench.
Yeah, nobody got a body on Hamlin. He uses 6'5" frame, athletic ability, grab the offensive board.
Jones, top of the key, driving, kick it back in the corner. Harris drives the baseline, doesn't take the shot, goes from right to left, from corner to corner. Kick it back out. Larson gets Hamlin up in the air and puts it in. Caden Larson now with 5, and Preston's lead is 11. 40-29 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Simro holds in the left corner. 1 minute to play here in the third. Bring it back out top to Erickson. Stops at the free throw line. Now changes direction, puts it up and in.
Just great individual effort by Erickson on that drive.
He's got 13. Jones lays it off to Knapp. His shot is short as Hamlin able to pull down the rebound. They can cut the lead down even more. It's down to 9 with 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Back outside to Hamlin. Wants to drive, loses it, has to go back and get it. Give it off to King. Now back to the top to Erickson. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 27 on the game clock. They'll hand it back to King. Backing out near the timeline. Just letting the clock roll. Shot clock down to 10. Get it down inside to Hamlin. Tried to get it back outside. Simro with 5, with 4. Driving, runs into a man, no call. And Harris has the rebound and then has it taken away, and he comes out with it. 2-on-2. Harris all the way, and he'll lose the ball, and it'll go who?
Looked like it went off his chest.
Call something.
Yeah, what's the call?
Must be going to stay with the Indians. They're staying down here. 3.9 left in the quarter. Shot clock is off. 40-31, Preston leading by 9. Jones holding. Got to get it into somebody, Drew. Finally, it's Harris in the corner. He'll hold it there with 2, with 1. Spin move, he doesn't get it off. So Drew tried, Harris tried to drive, got cut off, then tried to spin back to the basket and couldn't make it quite far enough back. So that's the end of the third quarter. Preston extends the lead. It's now 9 at 40-31. We'll go to the fourth coming up right after this.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, as we go to the fourth quarter, it's brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton, your lunchtime stop for mouth-watering great sandwiches, and, of course, that famous jerky as well. Order some online if you need to at papajs.com.
So the Indians will bring it in here, Dan. Little statistical oddity. The Indians have outscored Syracuse by 3 points in each of the first three quarters. So they're up by 9.
Up by 9. Very
Consistency.
Good. So Preston has the ball to start the fourth. Jones has it right in front of his own bench. Off to Hobbs. Larson starts the fourth quarter as well. And Hamlin able to step in front of the pass and intercept it. As it comes to King, back up into the front court. King on the angle right, goes back to Simro in the right corner. He'll hold it up there. Hamlin comes to meet the ball, back to Simro. Wants to drive. Gets cut off at the free throw line. Hands it back to Goddard into the game for the first time. Logan Goddard. And then driving the baseline, puts it up in the air as Hamlin tried to draw the foul, flipped the ball skyward and didn't touch anything, and no call from the officials. Hobbs into the front court. Jones, 3, too long, as Goddard has the rebound there. Goddard back up into the front court. Goes back to King, tries to drive, stops at the baseline. Looks, gives it off as Hamlin pops in the corner to get it. Back out top, back to Simro. Simro drives, comes across the top. He'll hand it back to Goddard. Now back to King. King whips it to nobody and threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, Goddard, another Syracuse player that played a lot in the JV game. Now he's in varsity. So the Indians with a turnover and a missed 3 on the first 2 trips down. Let's see what they can do this time.
Titans get a lot of ball movement and passing, but they don't get very good shots.
Yeah, and some credit that to the Preston defense as well. There you go.
Down low, Hess missed the layup. Tapped back out by Larson in the corner to Jones for 3. Good! Great defensive work by the Indians on the glass.
Yeah, Larson, a good rebounder from that guard spot. Tip that out.
43-31. Their biggest lead of the game is a dozen. Comes to King, drives baseline all the way, lay it in. Good move.
Yeah.
So it's a 10-point game, 43-33 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard here in the fourth. Hobbs back in the corner to Jones. Back inside to Hess, and he's held going to the basket. See, then when he gets the ball, they collapsed on him. They triple-teamed him when trying to receive the ball. And the foul's going to go on Goddard. That's his first, team's 7th, and that means 1-1 for the Indians.
Yeah, Hess's first trip to the line here tonight.
The story in the paper from the game the other night at Mountain Crest said Hess made the deciding free throw late. I thought it was Larson.
Yeah, Caden Larson. Yeah. Yep.
As the first free throw is no good. Lords with the rebound, gets hammered, no call. And here comes the Titans as it's back to Erickson up into the front court. Wants to drive, spins, stumbles, so he gives it back out. All the way back over in the left corner as it comes back to Goddard. Goddard runs into Jones, no call there. Hamlin, kick it back over. Simro for 3. That's short as well. And Hamlin able to grab the rebound, drives and lays it in. No, he missed it. He tried to go for the dunk and he missed it.
Yeah, it looked like it was in, then it did not.
Larson gets it in the left corner, drives over Hamlin, short, tap by Hess is good, and Preston wants a timeout. The timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in for a new look today at 27 South State Street in Preston.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Preston extends the lead back to a dozen again at 45-33. Tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend at 17 South State Street in Preston. So here we go. 5:17 to play as it's Brady come out to receive the pass. Godfrey back into the game as it's King gets cut off. Back outside to three is going to be an air ball as it lands out of bounds. Brady's three draws nothing, and the student section lets him know about it.
Yeah.
Here comes Jones, quickly up into the front court, all the way, goes up around Godfrey and missed the layup. Godfrey grabs the rebound. It comes back to Simro, back up in the front court, into the corner. A three there from Freitas is good. That's his first points of the game. 45-36 Preston on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. As Lords gets it up into the front court, Hobbs back to Jones. Looks at a three, doesn't take it, wants to drive instead. They collapse on him. Simro strips the ball away.
Let's see what.
If they call it a held ball, it'll stay with the Indians. Nope, I guess they didn't change the arrow, is what they're saying, after the start of the quarter. So the ball indeed goes back over to Syracuse.
Showing my age, I'm still calling it a jump ball, although they don't jump it up anymore after that occurs.
So they let the ball roll all the way into the front court as it's King looking down the left side of the key. Godfrey comes out to receive the pass, top of the key. Fakes to give it to Erickson. Now back to King. His pass is knocked out of bounds by Will Hamlin.
Yeah, King about 5'9". They list him. Very quick, though. He's been able to penetrate from the perimeter several times here.
Preston still up by 9. Bad pass. Going to go all the way back into the backcourt as a couple of players got their legs tangled up. So the ball went up in the backcourt, but Titans could go back and get it within the rules. As it comes back to Godfrey. Godfrey holding. He'll give it back to King, top of the key. Comes back to Erickson, wants to drive, and no whistle. What do we got?
Yeah, they're going to get Lords on the. They said it was a hold, really just impeding his progress there.
That's 4 on Cade, 7 on each team, and Erickson's going to go back to the free throw line now to shoot 1 and 1. He has 13. Make it 14. That's high on the team. He had 6 points in the first half, but now he's just a hair short of his average, averaging 6.5 a game.
Yeah,
or 16.5 a game. I'm sorry.
The Indians have really done a pretty good job on him and played him tough, but he's just a good offensive player.
Second free throw is good, and it's 45-38, and Syracuse wants another timeout. 4:03 to play, 45-38 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. And this timeout is brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, when you want to update your look, go to Magnolia Road. You'll find them in downtown Preston. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So Jones has to call the timeout quickly as they came out and they double-teamed the ball way out near the timeline after breaking the press. So they drop back just in their regular man-to-man defense here now as Hobbs has it, gives it to Hess in the left corner. Back to Cam, knocked it away, but Hess able to get it back. Now the ball's loose again. Hess gets it back again underneath, and we got nothing. We got a 3-second violation against Harris.
Yeah, every coach on the Syracuse bench yelling for the 3-second call.
But here's the thing. Every time they knock the ball loose, that should restart that count because it's not a controlled ball.
Yeah, it's not a controlled ball. Yep, exactly.
So Preston by 7, 45-38. Hamlin way out top. Goes to Freitas in the corner, driving and gets the layup. He beat Jones down the baseline.
Yeah, you want to force that ball handler back to the middle under Preston's defensive scheme. Don't give up baseline.
That 12-point lead is down to 5, 45-40. 3:05 to play here in the fourth. Jones letting the Preston Indian offense set up. Harris comes to meet the ball at the elbow. Down low to Hobbs, goes high off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound. Looks to do something with it. Get it back out to Harris. Swing it back to Hamlin. A long three. No. High bounce is pulled down by Freitas. Here comes the Titans as it comes back to King. King goes back to Freitas. Looks at a three. That's no good. It's an air ball. It's Hamlin down low. Missed it once and tapped it back in. It's a 3-point game. As here comes Jones again all the way. Runs into a man charging. He moved. Boy, he slid at the last possible second, and the guy underneath the basket was hell-bent on calling it a charge.
Yeah, Coach Jones having a conversation with the other official about it right now. But
that's the first on Jones. Hamlin and Harris leave for the Indians.
Yeah, Syracuse with some momentum here. The Indians need to stop to break that momentum.
3-point game, 45-42. Erickson driving. Pulls back for a three for the tie. No, in and out. Jones, who's looking for somebody to give it to, and King came from behind it and stripped it away. And there's a charge here the other way going against Erickson.
Yeah, Cam Hobbs just there waiting for him.
18 fouls on each side. Harris and Hamlin back into the game. Lords and Larson will leave.
Another offense-defense substitution there.
So 2:08 to play. As Jones, full court pressure, he gives it to Hobbs. They'll back out and pick the ball up at midcourt. Cam all the way, left hand layup is no good. They give it off to Erickson. Erickson comes 2-on-2, pulls up from the left elbow, it's good. And it's a 1-point game. Preston on top, 45-44 now with 1:50 to play. We'll take another timeout and be right back. It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Order their great world-class jerky online at papajs.com. 1:50 to play here in regulation, a 1-point game.
Both teams with 18 fouls against them.
Full court pressure, Preston's ball in the backcourt as it comes to Jones. Jones working the ball against King, gets it back up into the front court. And wants to drive down the sideline. King reaches in from behind once, twice, still can't get the ball. Jones has it there. Gives it to Harris at the right elbow. Holds it up in the air, then throws it away, and Erickson has the ball. Driving all the way, lay it up and in, and the Titans lead.
Preston indecisive that trip down the floor. Can't wait for someone else to make a play.
Sloppy play with the basketball cost you points in the lead. Harris in the paint. Down low, goes up against Erickson and doesn't go down. Tapped once, tapped twice, and it's going to go to the Indians. Erickson crying, wants the ball, but the referees just look at him and say no. Hobbs to bring it in. Someone's got to come to the ball as Harris finally gets it way out near the timeline. Comes to Jones, 1:05 to play. Preston trails by a point. Hobbs, free throw line extended right. In the right corner, it goes to Jones. Bounce it down to Hess. Tate trying to do something with it. Goes up, goes over Hamlin. That's no good. Hamlin's got the rebound. 50 seconds to play.
And again, with the shot clock this year, they cannot just sit on it and run out the clock.
Erickson into the front court. 40 seconds left in the game. 20 seconds on the shot clock as it goes to Freitas. Comes back out top, back to Hamlin. Back to Brady, driving, gets down low, turnaround from a bad angle is no good. Jones has the rebound. 24 seconds to play, the shot clock is off, and Preston wants a timeout. 20.9 to play, 46-45 Syracuse on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll take a timeout, come back for the final 20 seconds of the game right after this.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, it was a full timeout called by the Indians. This is a chance to reset things here for you. 20.9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Syracuse leads 45-46. Each team with 8 team fouls. That'll mean 1-and-1s no matter what until they get to 10.
Yeah, of course, just down one. The Indians certainly don't have to have a three-pointer. They just need to get a good shot here. And you have to think that, we're going to bring the ball in right in front of where we're sitting here.
So
but you have to think they need to get something going towards the basket where you can maybe get an offensive rebound if you miss.
Shot clock is off, so they can run it down. Hobbs, give it to Jones. Jones driving, spins, slips, can't do anything with it, and slips and throws it away. He slipped and fell. There wasn't anything he can do with it. And the foul is going to send Freitas to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1 with 8.1 seconds left.
Yeah, Jones trying to drive. He got his feet a little tangled up, got a little out of control in terms of the body momentum forward, and then maybe hit a wet spot. He just slipped.
Well, he just kind of he tried to spin move a couple of different directions and just lost his balance. So here's Freitas. Free throw is no good. Rebound comes off to Hamlin. 5 seconds to play. Here comes Hobbs all the way up the floor. 3-2. They lose the ball again. Throw it up at the bucket. It goes in. No. They call the kicking violation first. No basket. No basket. The referee on the far side called a kick violation. So Preston's going to get the ball back with about a second left. They're going to put 3 seconds on the clock for the Indians.
So the shot went in for Hobbs, but it will not count.
Hobbs picked up a loose ball laying on the floor. The reason it got there was because the ball was kicked.
Right.
There were 3 seconds left.
If this were football, Preston would decline the penalty and let the play stand.
That's right. So we got another timeout called here as the coaches for Syracuse are arguing that how can you call a kick ball on that? You couldn't hear. That's because if you got so much noise in here, how are you going to hear a whistle in the first place? So 3 seconds to play. Preston down by a point. Take another quick timeout. Back right after this.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, here we go. Preston trailing by a point. They have the ball. 3 seconds to play in their own end.
And another timeout.
And another timeout called here. So we got a 30-second timeout called here again by Syracuse. All right, Coach, what do you do?
Well, so 3 seconds, again, you don't have to have a 3. And you don't have really time to make more than probably one pass. So I think you set some screens away from the ball, get guys coming towards the rim. Maybe Hess, maybe get it up high for Hess in the lane, let him try to take a shot. And then maybe if he misses, try to get a tip in. But that's really about all you have time for in that 3 seconds.
Because they have two choices. Guard the outside sharpshooters or collapse on Hess. They can't do both.
Yeah, and so far, of course, they've been collapsing on Hess all night. But let's see, reset. Looks like Preston has this normal starting 5, except Cruz Harris is in rather than Lords.
Here we go. Hobbs has the ball.
There's Hess coming to the ball.
Looking, comes back to Harris. 18-footer for the win, no good. As the rebound goes to Erickson, and Preston will drop the final of 5 straight games against teams from the state of Utah, losing tonight by the final score of 46-45. What makes that painful is they led by as many as a dozen.
Yeah, that fourth quarter, Syracuse definitely outplayed the Indians. Came storming back and grabs the win.
There you're going to look at the final on mylocalradio.com. Preston loses it by a point, 46-45. Stay tuned. The post-game show is coming up next. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Rouse Construction postgame show, coming up next. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Welcome back here to Preston Gym tonight as the Preston Indians come up a point short and end up losing this one by the final score of 46-45. The frustrating part, Lyle, as you pointed out, starting the quarter, Preston had outscored them by 3 in every quarter and then got outscored by 10 in the fourth.
Yeah, the Indians only come up with 5 points in that fourth quarter, and that's just rarely going to get it done in terms of pulling out a victory in any kind of close game. They went cold a little bit, had some turnovers, and credit Syracuse. They played good defense. They're athletic and long in some of their guards and perimeter guys, so you have to give credit for them coming up and getting a win on the road against a tough place to get a win.
You know, part of the things that made the win possible for Syracuse is Preston. I don't say they were playing fast and loose with the basketball in the fourth quarter, but they didn't make good passes.
Yeah, too many turnovers for sure. And I've not charted or tracked the number of turnovers here, so I can't give you a number, but just too many.
Right.
For sure. And sometimes at critical times, there were just some errors that really hurt the Indians down the stretch. And, on that last play with 3 seconds to go, you're inbounding under your own basket down 1. You can credit Syracuse for taking away Hess and Jones. We get the ball into Cruz Harris. He ends up taking about a 17-footer. Probably not the shot that Preston necessarily wanted. Nothing against Cruz, but that's not necessarily his shot. So, they did a good job of taking away what we wanted to do, and they won that last little interchange, that last possession. They come away with the win.
46-45 the final. Preston has their 5-game winning streak snapped. They are now 9-2 on the year. And Syracuse wins their 4th in a row as they improve to 7-1 overall. This is the Ralph's Construction postgame show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. Take a time out. We'll come back and look at the stat sheet next. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
46-45 the final as Preston comes up a point short. Let's look at the final scoring in the game, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, at 208-852-2364 or stop in at 33 South 1st East here in Preston. For the Titans, Daxton Freitas finished the game with 6. Caden Erickson finished with 19. That led both teams in scoring tonight. Brevin Hamlin had 8 in the game. 4 points tonight for Kane King. Tarek Hamlin had 2. Carter Simra, who had some big shots from outside and made some tough plays inside, finished the game with 8. And that was the way the scoring went tonight for the Titans.
For the Preston Indians, Dan, individual scoring, I've got Cam Hobbs with 13, going 4 for 7 on 2s, 1 for 3 on 3s, and 2 for 4 from the line. We've got Drew Jones with 7 tonight. He goes 2 for 4 and 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Interestingly, Dan, Drew had all 7 of his in the first half, did not score in that second half.
Wow.
Tate Hess, he scores 8 points on 4 for 6 from the field. He went 0 for 1 from the line. Cade Lords had 4. He went 2 for 3 and 0 for 1 on 3s. Will Hamblin gets 6 points. He hit a couple of 3s. He went 2 for 6 tonight on the three-point line. Cruz Harris, 2 points tonight. He goes 1 for 3 and 0 for 2 from the line. Titan Knapp played but did not score. He went 0 for 1. And Caden Larson played. He got 5 points. He went 1 for 2 on 2s and 1 for 2 on 3s. As you look at the overall team stats, what really jumps out at you tonight, again, free throws, and not in a really great flattering way. Only 2 points for the Indians tonight from the line. They go 2 for 7. And, even if they go 3 for 7, we're tied and going into overtime. So 14 for 26 overall from 2s, 5 for 14 on 3s, and 2 for 7 from the free throw line. And the Indians come up well below their normal scoring average for the season. Right. Put 45 points on the board and not quite enough to get it done tonight.
Yeah, usually they average 66 points a game, and they come up well short of that. Didn't the Indians have 2 made free throws in the first half?
Yeah.
So they went 0 for 5.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. They went 0 for 2 in the first half.
Okay, so they made 2 out of 5 in the second half. So the difference being that as the Preston Indians lose by a point, 46-45. Don't see anybody coming out of the locker room as of yet, so I don't know if we'll get a chance to speak with Coach Jones. We'll take our last break and come back right after this.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, so the Indians drop a heartbreaker tonight, lose by 1, 46-45. Lyle, final thoughts.
Yeah, when you lose a close game, you just have to learn from it. And as we talked about earlier, those turnovers, I think, will be something they'll talk a lot about.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, they'll go back to the free throw line. But overall, just playing with a little more poise coming down the stretch will help them out. And it's one you just put in the rearview mirror and move on from. You're not going to see this team again this year. Doesn't make any impact in your district standings or the ability to go to state. But you always want to learn in a win. It's better than learning from a loss. But tonight they'll have to learn from a close loss, having picked up a close win earlier against Mountain Crest this week.
But look at it this way. Preston's still beaten Utah teams 22 of the last 26 times they've met. But
phenomenal record.
But this one hurts as they come up just a point short. Thank you, sir. We'll see you when we get back next week.
Thank you, and have a happy New Year.
You as well. So the next broadcast of Preston Indian basketball comes up Tuesday night when the Indians welcome 2023 with a trip to Twin Falls to face the Bruins. The pregame show will start at 7 p.m. with the tip-off at 7:30. And as always, you can catch the game on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. But be advised, we will have no video on Tuesday night from Twin Falls. That'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer is Cody Olson. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. Our stage manager here at Preston Gym tonight was John Slaughter. As we say goodnight, we want to wish everyone a very happy and safe New Year coming up, and we'll talk to you again in 2023. We'll remind you of the final score as the Indians come up a point short. They lose 46-45. Until next time. For Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard saying goodnight from here at Preston High School. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.